Did you know that almost 40% of engine failures are caused by skipping or messing up a simple oil change? That's right, something as basic as an oil change, when done wrong, can cost you thousands in engine repairs. And here's the kicker. Most drivers don't even realize they're making mistakes until it's too late. Overfilling, using the wrong oil, skipping the filter. These small slip-ups can secretly destroy your engine over time. In this video, I am going to uncover 12 biggest oil change mistakes most people fall for and how to avoid them. Stick around because at the end of this video, I will also share a bonus tip that alone can save you thousands in repairs. Let's get started. Mistake number 1. Using the wrong oil. Some people think all motor oils are the same. Wrong! Not all motor oils are created equal, and using the wrong one can spell disaster for your engine. Every vehicle has specific oil viscosity and type requirements, which can be found in the owner's manual. If you use oil that's too thick, it won't flow properly, leading to increased friction and overheating. If it's too thin, it won't provide adequate lubrication, causing excessive wear on engine components. Some vehicles require synthetic oil, while others run fine on conventional oil. Always double-check your oil specifications before pouring in a new batch. Mistake number 2. Not replacing the oil filter. Your oil filter is responsible for trapping dirt, metal particles, and sludge before they reach critical engine components. If you change your oil but leave the old filter in place, it defeats the purpose of an oil change because contaminants will continue circulating. Over time, a clogged filter restricts oil flow, causing parts to rub together and wear out prematurely. This can lead to a lack of proper lubrication, resulting in engine overheating and potential failure. Some people assume filters last for multiple oil changes, but that's a dangerous mistake. Always replace the oil filter with every oil change to keep your engine running smoothly. Mistake number 3. Over-tightening the drain plug or oil filter. While a tight seal is essential, but over-tightening your drain plug can cause major problems. When you crank the drain plug down too hard, you risk stripping the threads on your oil pan, leading to costly repairs or even the need for a full replacement. The oil filter's rubber gasket can also become crushed under too much pressure, causing it to leak or become impossible to remove during the next oil change. Manufacturers specify a torque value for the drain plug, and exceeding it can crack the oil pan or warp the plug. Many oil filters only require hand tightening plus a small additional turn. This tiny mistake can turn a simple oil change into a nightmare repair bill, so don't go overboard. Mistake number 4. Changing oil on an uneven surface. Draining your oil on an uneven surface can cause inaccurate oil removal and refilling. If your car is tilted, the old oil might not fully drain out, leaving sludge and contaminants behind. When refilling, an uneven surface can also cause inaccurate dipstick readings, leading you to either underfill or overfill your engine. Some people make the mistake of jacking up only one side of the car, thinking they can drain oil faster, but this often leads to incomplete oil removal. Always park your car on a flat, level surface before changing your oil to ensure you remove as much old oil as possible and refill it correctly. Mistake number 5. Forgetting to remove the oil filler cap before draining. Before you drain the old oil, you should always remove the oil filler cap. Now, you might be wondering, why does it matter if the cap's on or off? Well, keeping the oil filler cap on while you're draining the old oil creates vacuum pressure inside the engine, which can slow down or even prevent the oil from draining properly. This leftover oil can mix with the fresh oil, reducing its effectiveness. Want fix? It's simple. Just remove the oil filler cap before draining the oil. This allows air to flow in, letting all that old oil drain out quickly and completely, leaving your engine fresh and ready for the new stuff. Mistake number 6. Forgetting to apply oil to the filter gasket. Here's a small but crucial step that many people forget. Oiling the new filter gasket before installation. You might be thinking, why does that matter? Well, that rubber gasket on top of your oil filter needs a light coating of oil to properly seal against the engine. If you install it dry, the gasket can stick when you tighten it, making it nearly impossible to remove during your next oil change. Worse yet, a dry gasket might not seal properly, leading to oil leaks. So here's the fix. Before installing the new filter, dab a little fresh oil on your finger and rub it around the gasket. This simple trick ensures a proper seal, prevents sticking, and makes removal easier next time. A 2-second step that could save you a whole lot of frustration. Mistake number 7. Not filling the new oil filter before installation. Many people don't pre-fill the oil filter with oil before installation. When you install a completely dry oil filter, your engine has to work extra hard to fill it up before oil can reach critical components. That means for the first few seconds after you start your car, your engine is running with little to no oil circulation and extra wear on your engine parts. This mistake can increase wear by 50% in the first few seconds during startup after an oil change. But don't worry, there's an easy fix. Just pour a little bit of new oil into the filter before you install it. This allows oil to flow instantly when you start your engine, giving your car the best protection right from the get-go. Mistake number 8. Adding too much or too little oil. Oil levels must be just right. Too much or too little can both lead to engine damage. Overfilling your engine with oil increases internal pressure, which can cause seals and gaskets to fail, leading to leaks. Excess oil can also get whipped into a frothy foam by the crankshaft, making it ineffective at lubrication. On the other hand, too little oil means the engine isn't getting enough lubrication, causing metal parts to grind together, generating excessive heat and wearing out faster. So, after every oil change, always check your dipstick and make sure the oil level is right where it needs to be. It's a quick check that could save you thousands in engine repairs. Mistake number 9. Changing oil too often. Here's a myth you've probably heard. Change your oil every 3,000 miles. But guess what? For most modern cars running synthetic oil, that's overkill. Some can go 7,500 to even 10,000 miles between changes, saving you money and time. But on the flip side, ignoring oil changes and stretching them too long is just as bad. Over time, oil breaks down and turns into sludge, which can clog your engine and cause overheating. The key is balance. Adjust your oil change schedule based on your driving habits. Mark your calendars and stick to your schedule. Mistake number 10. Changing oil when the engine is cold. Draining oil when the engine is completely cold can leave contaminants behind. Oil thickens at lower temperatures, making it harder to drain out completely. The best time to change oil is when the engine is warm but not hot. Running the car for 5 to 10 minutes before an oil change helps loosen sludge and ensures a more complete drain. However, changing oil when the engine is too hot is also dangerous, as hot oil can cause severe burns. The key is to find the right balance, slightly warm but safe to handle. Mistake number 11. Forgetting to check for leaks. After the oil change. Imagine you just finished an oil change, feeling good about saving money, only to realize later that your engine is leaking oil. It happens more often than you think. A loose drain plug, a poorly seated oil filter, or even an overfilled engine can all cause leaks. That's why it's crucial to start the car, let it run for a few minutes, and check underneath for any drips. A quick check now can save you from a major headache later. And here's a pro tip. Place a clean piece of cardboard under the car after an oil change. If you see fresh oil stains, you know something's wrong before it turns into a bigger problem. Mistake number 12. Not resetting the oil change light. Ever had that annoying change oil light stay on even after you changed your oil? That's because you forgot to reset it. Many modern cars track oil life based on mileage or engine conditions, And if you don't reset the system, it'll keep reminding you, even if your oil is fresh. The reset process varies by vehicle, but it's usually as simple as holding down a button on the dash or using a menu option in the settings. Don't ignore this step. If your oil light stays on, you won't know when your next oil change is actually due, and you could end up either changing too early or too late. That's it for this video. Now that you know oil change mistakes that are secretly damaging your engine and costing you big bucks in repairs. Got any oil change tips or mistakes you've learned the hard way? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your experiences. If this video helped, hit that like button and subscribe for more car maintenance tips. See you in the next video.